Hey, howdy. How many liberals does it take to fix a problem? Nobody knows because it's never happened. Liberals are the problem. Hey, that's the problem. They're just a big problem. We got to get rid of all of these people in terms of being in government. We got to work on that. President hopefuls in the U.S. today, they always say kind of the same thing. I will be president for all people in the United States. You know what? I got news for you, man. It's not united, the United States. I mean, you can't be president for all people unless you kind of clone yourself. Not even clone, because to clone, you'd be the same person, and we don't need another one of you. Hey, whoever you are. How do you do it? These guys don't know how to do it. Guys, girls, nobody knows how to do it because people are divided. That's not going to change. People are different. Canada and other countries are trying to make them all the same, like a whole bunch of little robots, right? Taking all the rights away and so on. But the US of A, they have a constitution, and people, they're energized to be unique. They want to be unique. They want to be themselves. And now you have a hopeful that says, hey, I'll be good for all of you. That can't happen. There is a way to make it better, but the people who are running for office, they haven't got it yet. They haven't figured it out. With regards to Trump, I think he has. With regards to his policies, I think his policies, in fact, are better for everyone. But other people don't agree with that because the press has worked so hard over the years to make everybody dislike him. Everybody, people on the left, that back to that division. There's no facts to support anything, but they're steadfast in their thing about he's a bad person, and it's too bad because his policies would be good for everybody. Ask elected politicians. This is directed at Canadians primarily. Go ask your elected politician if men and women should have the right to defend their lives. Ask them that and tell them this question is a yes or no answer. You can't give me a long political answer. It has to be yes or no. Do you think that men and women should have the right to defend their lives? Get that answer. Kind of interesting, because then what do you do with that information? There's a lot you can do with it. But first you need to get the information, because it's so clouded, this self-defense thing. People right away think of boomity, boomity, boom, boom, and that's not it. It's bear spray, it's pepper spray, it's an axe, it's a club, it's something. And in Canada, it's against the law to defend your life with a tool of any kind. So you need to go to your elected representatives. There's over 1 million rapes reported every year, and women are not allowed to protect themselves. And people are missing this because of these clouds again with so many other things that are cloudy. The Prime Minister of Canada, he wants to fast-track immigration. He wants the population to go up to 100 million people. 100 million people, and these people are coming in all of the time. He's doing a good job. He's bringing in 500,000 a year that we know of, and many others are coming in illegally, and guess what? None of these people are white. Now, does that matter? Some are. But does it matter the majority aren't? Color doesn't matter. Who cares? But with them, they bring their culture. They're coming from poor countries. So who's going to support them? That'll be the people that are white, that are here, that have been Canadians, that are working. Mostly, not all, I understand, but for the most part, that's right. So who is this guy to change the face of the land? 10, 20 years from now, there'll be like 20% of the population that'll be white, old stock Canadians. And Trudeau has said numerous times that he's disgusted by white people. And here's a guy that's white, and he's a liberal. I mean, what's going on with that man? But again, it's not about color. People can fly and go wherever they want. It's about this forced kind of issue. You guys come here from this poor country. We're going to pay your way because you're black, because you're purple, and because you're green, and it's wrong because the Canadian people haven't had any input because these new cultures are coming to their country. New languages, new everything, and there's no work for most of these people. How's this work? I mean, here's a guy that's trying to transform a nation, and it's working. I mean, Canada now is officially a socialist country. I don't even know if it is that. It's beyond socialism at this point, but this guy has changed everything, and the people haven't had a say. And 70% of all Canadians did not vote Liberal. 70%. But because of this new Westminster system, the English system, he's allowed to be a dictator, and that's what's happened. I'm shocked that people within his own party don't stand up and say, hang on here, what's going on? But that doesn't happen. He picks out little groups, and he influences people in other provinces, elected people, to do the same. heck with the majority, go after little people. Look at Indians. I mean, 1% of the population in Canada is full-blood Indian, and they get like 100% of the money lately, and they don't even vote. I mean, it's amazing. In British Columbia, they just got like some huge amount of money. I think it was 10 or 20, oh, here it is, 2.3 million. That's still a lot for this relationship of trust for the marijuana business. I mean, this is the same government that had Health Canada take 3 years or more and to get licenses for the law-abiding citizenry, right? And then they send a dozen people a week in to make sure that you can't work because you have to deal with all the paperwork. And the Indians don't have all of those rules. They don't have any rules, and they don't even pay taxes. And now they're encouraging them to go out and compete with everyone else. The criminal element is still in business. More than half of the people in Canada still buy their pot from the people they used to buy it from because it's too expensive to do it legally. And the guys that did it legally and went through the channels, they're just about bust. And it's vexing, to say the least, because it's mismanagement. Marketing teachers, professors would have a heyday with this kind of thing, and will have when they look back someday to say the mismanagement in Canada was unbelievable. It destroyed a nation. But you know what? Hey, we can fix it. Watch how you vote. Be right. See ya.